Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demo here in the UK, bringing you inspiration for all your paper crafting projects. Yesterday I showed you this card on my blog as part of a blog hop with stamping inspirations. Just turn the sound off on that so that don't get that keep pinging. And I used the Softly Sophisticated bundle. I'm trying to find the stamp set. Here it is, it's up here, which is a lovely stamp set. It's a two-step stamp set. So you stamp the leaves and then stamp the flowers. And there's two versions, those leaves and those flowers, those leaves and those flowers. And some really nice sentiments as well. And then with it, you also get a lovely embossing folder, which is called the Softly Sophisticated 3D embossing folder. So it's a 3D one, so it's a thicker one. If I can get it open, there we go. I don't know how clearly you can see that. There, you can see it, yeah. Can you see the pattern? Yeah, really nice. You have to spend £90, but then you get those two for free. So that's probably about 35 pounds worth of goods you get for spending £90. So really worth doing. So anyway, I'm going to show you how I made this card. I'm going to change up the colours a little bit. I made this for a colour challenge, and there were five colours. I chose three: soft sea foam, lemon lolly, and misty moonlight. And today I'm going to do bubble bath, highland heather, and soft sea foam. Okay, so I've got my card blank, and I'm going to get my trimmer wherever it is hiding. There it is, hiding at the back there. And I am going to score. This is 15 by 21. In the UK it's half a A4 sheet, and I'm going to score at 10.5, which is halfway across the 21, and that will give me my card blank like so. Actually got a very rough edge here, so I'm just going to trim a tiny bit off there just to smooth that out, because that will annoy me having that rough edge there. That's better. Just trim that off a little bit, like so. Right, now we're going to do the blending with this. I've run this. This is an A6 piece of card that I've run through that embossing folder that I just showed you. Just going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. Don't want to mess up my nice new grid paper, so we'll put that there. And got one of our larger blending brushes, although you could use the little ones if you wanted to, and I'm going to do this in Bubble Bath, our pale pink, this colour, one of our newer colours, only came out this year. So when you're blending, less is always more, so you can get the ink on the brush, but then you need to take it off a little bit and press very lightly when you start, because you can always add more colour. You can't take the colour off, and if you press too hard you'll get a horrible splodge straight away. So just do that, and then very lightly, and you can gradually build up the colour doing this until it's the colour that you want. So it's still a bit pale, so the key is not to press too hard when you bring your brush to the card. Check that you've taken off some of the ink, and then right, you can see that's now coming to the colour that I really want. A bit more down the bottom here, I think. So very gently, and then add a bit more pressure and add it on here like so. And there's our background. So just go up, and just so that it's blends out really gradually. Really, now I might just do a little bit more down the bottom, just a little bit more colour here. So you can see you can just gradually build up the colour, but don't go too mad at first, because then you'll regret it. Right, let's close that up. Now this is going to go on here. Of course I can measure it, but what I find generally easier, I'm just going to find my bone folder. As you know, I'm not a fan of the lip that is left on the cardstock after you've used the trimmer. I just need to smooth that out, and I will just smooth the spine as well. So this is going onto here. So what I'm going to do, this is the border that I want. So I'm going to mark it at the top here where I want to trim it so that it's the same border and the same here. And then I'm going to bring the trimmer back in. And trim where my pencil marks are. Like I say, if you'd rather do it by measuring, then that's absolutely fine. I just find this a quick and easy way of doing it. But we all have our own little idiosyncrasies about how we like to do things. So whichever way is fine. So that should be our panel that will fit on our card blank. Like so. There we go. So I'm going to take some Tombow. Getting a bit empty, this Tombow, having to press quite hard to get it to come out. I have to give in and have a new one soon. There we go. Like so. A little black mark there, which I don't know where that's come from. A bit annoying. Right, that's our background done. Now we're going to do the stamping that we need, which is that on the gift tag. So I've got the leaves, the flowers, and then the message, which is actually from Bottled Happiness, this little message. But I just quite like it as a message on a card because I think it can then be used for lots of different things. So I'm going to first of all stamp my flowers like so with soft sea, not my flowers, my leaves with soft sea foam. Just trying to orientate it so that it's the right way round. So just needs to go like that. Leave a little space at the top because we're going to cut out the tag. Sorry if you've got my head in the way there. Like so. And then we're going to do the flowers in pink, in Bubble Bath. It's not called pink, it's called Bubble Bath. And this one, this little odd dot on the end needs to line up with that leaf there, and then the others will fit in. So you just need to move it round. That's a good way to position it. There we go. How easy was that? And it's such a lovely little image, that I like that a lot. I'm then going to come in with Highland Heather and stamp my message. Like I say, sending a little message is from Bottled Happiness, and it's just one that I really like. And I'm going to stamp that down here. Now you could have die cut your tag and stamped onto it, but I quite like to do the stamping first and then. So I'm going to bring my tag in and then I can decide where I want it. Just take a little bit of washi tape. So put the washi tape on your hand. It'll pick up some oils which will stop it sticking too much, but it will still be enough to hold it in place. So I am going to trim off these bits of card because I want to put this through my mini trimmer, and so it needs to be quite small. Liking this combination of colours, the pink and the purple. Just move this out of the way while I bring my trimmer in. Oh, long way down on the floor. There we go. Right, so thank you all those that have continued to send messages to tell me how nice it is that I'm back. It's nice to be missed, actually. I wasn't sure anyone would notice if I disappeared, but obviously some people did. So that was really sweet. There we go. That's our tag. And I don't think there's any other die cutting because I have already prepared the tag in Highland Heather and the little eyelet, all punched from the tailor-made tags. That's the set. Love this set. Will stay in my stash forever because I really love it. So let's just stick that onto there. Where's my, some tweezers to hold this because it's very tiny. So a little bit of glue. There we go. And that goes up there. And then going to bring these two holes together, and I'm actually going to stick these together so that they're quite slightly offset, making sure that I line the hole up. So, like so. There we go. Oops, just make sure that's straight. There we go. And that's our tag. Oh, move the eyelet, that's not quite dry yet. Be careful. Right, okay, so I've got the tag. That's going to go on there like that. And then I just need a little bit of ribbon at the top there. And I'm using this trio of ribbons, which is called Sheer Ribbon Combo Pack. It's $11.75, but you get 3 reels of coordinating ribbon. Lemon Lolly, Bubble Bath, and is that Bojo Blue? I'm fairly sure that's Bojo Blue there. Right, haven't used this one, so I've got to try and find the end now, which is never easy. Should have opened this before I came on camera. Let's just get that going. There we go. Just get off the protective film. There we go. Right, and then we're just going to put a little bit of this. So I'm going to cut quite a length. I'm not going to need all of that. So thread that through the eyelet hole of my tag. Just make it a bit small. It's quite a tiny hole to get it through. So what I find easier is to get a corner through, which he doesn't want to do, of course, today because I'm on camera. Do this normally fairly easily. There we go. So just poke a little bit through and then take some tweezers and pull it on through. There we go. And then loop them over, loop that over and pull the tails through. And I'm just going to leave that until I've stuck it onto the card. So I'm just going to find some dimensionals. Let's use these ones up. So lots of little dimensional or large dimensionals on this. Probably don't need as many as I'm going to use, but I kind of quite generous with these. Sometimes I cut them in half, which makes them go a bit further. Right, one more. That'll do. And then take the backing off. Find these everywhere, these backings. They're quite static, I think, so they cling to things. Find them up in my, I mean, I never craft up in my bedroom, but I'm always finding them on the floor in my bedroom. Right, and just position that in the centre, and then just going to come in and trim down the ribbon like so. There we go. Just going to trim this one a little bit more because I've frayed it a little bit. It won't matter. Just cut this one down as well to match. Sorry, can you hear me? Talking very quietly for some reason. Can't get my scissors under there. There we go. There we go. Right, there we are. Just had a sudden panic that I'd done it the wrong way up on the card, but I haven't. There we are. There's our second card, and we're just going to do, I can find the other little bit of card that I got out. Oh, there it is, up here. So I didn't show you before, but inside I just stamped the flower again. So this time I'm going to trim it down before I stamp. So again, slightly wider border this time. So I'm going to mark there, and bring my trimmer in and cut that down. Like so. And like so. Just do the stamping before you stick it in, just in case it goes wrong. So you don't want to ruin the whole card by mis-stamping. So This is soft sea foam again. Put that down there. Really loving this softly sophisticated set, I have to say. It's one of the nicest sets in the Celebration offering, I think. But there are some new things. I don't know whether you're aware, but Stampin' Up at the beginning of February added some other things to Celebration that are from the annual catalogue. So with a £45 spend, you can get some of the products from the annual catalogue, which is really great. And that goes in there like that. And then we are done. That is our softly sophisticated colour challenge card. We use different colours this time. But as you know, I really like all these pastel-y colours, so that really floats my boat. There we go. Right, let's just move everything out of the way. Bring the other one in. There we go. 2 cards using the same materials, just slightly different colours. So this one uses Bubble Bath, Highland Heather, Soft Sea Foam. This one uses Lemon Lolly, Misty Moonlight and Soft Sea Foam. Right, thank you very much for watching. Of course, everything will be listed below if there's anything that you fancy spending on. And don't forget, only until the end of February can you get the Celebration items. So you need to be fairly quick. And apparently if they run out of stock, they're probably not going to replace the stock. So there may be things going out of stock quite soon. So just if there's anything you fancy, get your order in quicker rather than later. If I can do anything to help, just send me a message. If you want me to order for you or you're having a problem or anything, just get in touch and I'll be happy to help. Thanks very much for watching. Be back soon. Bye.